Trev, you ready?
Let's do it.
Loading us up right now. Ooh, work. Oh, snap. I don't know if they're ready. I don't think they're ready that we're going to come in with that. Going in soft with them.
Hey, we got work to do, man.
So you got to dance like it, Trev.
On a Saturday evening.
On this Saturday evening, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Trev. Oh. Hey.
What you talking about, fam?
We on it now, man. We here. We here now, man. You got anybody popping on with us today, man? It's two brothers from C-Hillz, man.
Oh, let's see who on, man.
It's like at the club, ain't it? Hey, we in the building right now, baby. We here right now, baby. We in the building.
Oh, yeah, they talking about we late, fam.
We late.
Yeah, clear talking about we late, fam.
Fast we late, though. Turn it up, though, man. I got to let the bass drop in on it. You know what I'm saying?
At the same time, Trump on.
It's not it. Tired of beefing you bums, you can't even pay me enough to react.
Hey!
Been waking up in the crib, and sometimes I don't even know where I'm at.
Look, hey, man, welcome to the new brothers. Two brothers from C-Hillz. I'm your co-host, Troy Smith. We got your boy, Pastor Jackson, in the building.
This in between us is not like a store. This isn't.
Pastor Jackson in the building, baby.
Oh,
hey.
Let's celebrate, man.
Well, we finally done got live. We went live now. Two brothers done made it to Facebook, man. We got our own Facebook page now. How you feeling about that, man?
Oh, man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I appreciate everybody supporting and showing love, too. You know what I'm saying?
Showing love, hopping in. Man, we got a lot to talk about today. But before we get started, though, Trev, we got to let people know, you know, Two Brothers from C-Hillz, what it's all about, man.
Yeah,
for sure. You know.
You want me to talk to him, tell him what it's about?
Go ahead, tell him. I mean, because I was going to break it down.
Okay.
We it's the same thing, though. What is it about, Trev? Tell us.
Okay, the Two Brothers from C-Hillz is like, you know what I'm saying? It's two brothers coming up in the projects. We done grew up. It's about elevation and, you know what I'm saying, taking your life to the next level, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, the projects ain't the end. You know what I'm saying? You can grow and get better and just learn more. It's just an intellectual conversation about current topics and things that's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's my perspective of the show.
Same. I mean, because we let people know that just because you're from the project don't mean you can't have an elevated conversation.
That's
right?
A fact.
Just because you're from the project, you may see some things. Sometimes we got to realize there's stereotypes out there to think that if you're from there, you know, from the projects in the city, you don't talk about nothing but what goes on in there. But there's some people that's still there and people that's out to say, man, look, I want to talk about high fashion. Yeah. I want to talk about politics. Yeah. I want to talk about, eating right, being a vegan.
Yeah.
Right. And, I want to talk about some things, and too, it's more than this and talking slang and doing other things, man. It's really about being elevated, man. So just because we're from there don't mean we had to act like we're, like your parents may have raised you up. They may say that your parents brought you up and said, hey, just because you're from the hood don't mean you got to look like you're from there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact. Or act like
so we want to show, right. So I just want to show, we want to show people that, hey, we're educated just as much, man. Just because we from the project don't mean it.
Yeah. And we ain't the smartest, but we're continuing to learn. You got to just continue to learn. Life is a learning process. We're going to always learn.
This the good thing about it. So with the two brothers, though, so we want people to actually be involved with us, too, as we do these things live. You call in. We want you to call in. We want you to talk to. But it's the thing about it. In order to call in, though, you got to hit the cash out. Tell them about it, Trey. You got to hit the cash out because we're going to let you go live on the cash out. You know, the minimum $5 to get in there and just join in on the conversation with us. We want to hear what you got to say. So you see on the screen there, the two brothers. What is it? Two brothers. Two brothers from C-Hillz. The cash sign. Two brothers from C-Hillz. Yeah. And then we got a phone number right there. Phone number 615.
Let them call in.
Yeah. 745-9438. So whatever topic we're talking, you want to join in, hit that cash app on there. We're gonna make sure we get you on here. Let us know where you're calling from, and we'll go from there, man. So you want to get to it? You want to go on and pop it off?
I got a question I wanted to ask you. I've been meaning to ask you this for a while, but You know what I'm saying? I want to know what the people's perspective of this is or whatever. And I want to see what your answer is like. Do you know how much the Girl Scouts of America make annually? Can you even guess what they make annually?
I know they make some real bread. I mean, because everybody wanted the Girl Scout cookies. I don't know about now with the corona going on. I don't know nobody touching no boxes, but I'm quite sure
anybody in the live chat can answer that too. As we asking them that too. How much do y'all think the Girl Scouts of America make annually?
From the Girl Scout cookies itself, or just in general?
Just the cookies. The sale of the cookies
itself. We give them a second to think about it, or you want to go ahead and pop it off?
No, I want you to. They can think about it too, but I want you to. You know what I'm saying? What's your perspective? What's your guess of it?
I would think at least at the minimum about 22 million.
I mean, I wish it wouldn't get blurry. Yeah, I wish it wouldn't get blurry if I put the iPad up to the camera, but it's $700 million a year. Where that money going?
Not no $700 million a year when everybody doing these Girl Scout cookies, selling things for the low. I mean, well, first of all, they busting heads for them Girl Scout cookies. They done made the box smaller anyway.
Yeah, them Girl Scout cookies cost a lot of money.
Yeah, they do. But see, and then not only that, look, you got free labor selling those cookies, dog.
Free labor.
You getting a couple of trophies. How do you feel about it? How do people feel about it? How do you feel about the fact that your daughter is a brownie?
Yeah.
Out here actually, getting everybody cookies, and she might get, sell 100, 100 boxes of them.
Yeah, they made a stack. To contribute towards the $700 million. Yeah, she get a trophy. Where the money going though? That's what I want to know. Like, where the money going for the $700 million a year for all these years?
A year though, so that's on an annual basis.
Yeah, that's annually. Last year they made $800 million.
Did anybody say how much they thought they made?
Oh, nah, ain't nobody even responding to it. We got some people on the live too though, but ain't nobody responding to that. I see Kimberly Nicole on. Tenny and Reed, Zachariah Johnson, Cliff Major. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all showing love. Christy, my boy, LaQuisha sister watching. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Yeah, Ding Daddy wife.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ding Daddy. He was really in the building, straight up.
Yeah.
But so what did they bring up? Would they bring up the idea of what it's for? I mean, what's the idea? What they're doing with those? There's $700 million. Are they putting back into the community serving, or what?
Now, what made me do that though, and research why how much the Girl Scouts of America is making annually is because the Boy Scouts filing for bankruptcy. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The Boy Scouts filing for bankruptcy. They need to start slanging
some lemonade stands. Yeah. But then also, you know what? A Boy Scouts probably bankrupt though, or going bankrupt.
Why is that?
And because of the fact that they got so much a stigma against the name itself right now. You got a lot of people first of all, they're going through lawsuits and people getting touched on. That's one thing. And then it's also tough to actually just be able to be masculine nowadays. If you masculine right now, or you actually claim to be masculine, you actually looked at as you frowned upon. Like, hold on, man. Well, wait. It's so much going on with just gender classification at this point. It's tough to actually do certain things.
Yeah.
So when you got that going, when it's not about being macho man or man's man anymore. I don't know if you've seen that video I put up just a minute ago, not too long ago, about the mantis run I put up, because I'm not an outdoor guy myself. Me being from the project, the only insect I'm used to, maybe a roach. You know what I'm saying?
So what'd you say, a roach?
A roach.
Oh yeah.
A cockroach.
That's a whole nother level.
You maybe, I'm used to seeing those. You might see something like that, but I'm not used to seeing these exotic type insects out here.
Yeah.
I'm not used to seeing a praying mantis sitting on my window.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that thing look like a grown man just sitting there ready to box you.
Looking like a whole bird.
A whole bird. You swat at it, it's flying towards you. So, when you're not used to that, so when you being a Boy Scout, getting out there in the nature, it's not all about real man no more, dog. And it's tough. So I can see why they could be experiencing bankruptcy.
And that's crazy, because when we was growing up, the Boy Scouts or whatever, they was like, you know what I'm saying? It was more masculine. We was doing stuff. We was outdoors playing in the dirt or whatever. Now they everything is being feminized. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, you was the Boy Scout?
Word. Well, I got the jacket. You know what I'm saying? I was a Boy Scout.
I didn't know that because you don't see too many folks from projects that be Boy Scouts, man. Be a part of Boy Scouts. So
but you remember where they had the go-go boxes? Do you remember in the hood, like they didn't do it for long or whatever, but in the hood they had the go-go boxes in that one little building in the center. And they had the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts out of that same center where they had the go-go boxes and everything.
Go-go boxes. So they had the Boy Scouts part-time where you can be a part-time Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Okay.
I remember we all used to run out of our apartment chasing after the little short bus because the go-go boxes was coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, was it the white bus or the yellow one?
The little half a yellow bus with the full of go-go boxes.
Okay. Because I know a lot they had the white bus, and then you got people in the van. So yeah, you're right. They go over
the van.
Yeah, okay. So that's why. So what you're saying is the Girl Scout need to break off the Boy Scout with some bread a little bit.
They need to help out a little bit. That's what I'm thinking. I see. Ruben Mitchell said the Boy Scouts had so many lawsuits they had to file bankruptcy, same as the Catholic Church community.
Yeah, and
Boy Scouts losing their reputation. Yeah, Boy Scouts losing their reputation of making boys men. That's what Cliff Major said.
Yeah, that's that. But they're how right are they? Are super right about that.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I mean, dude, like we keep saying it over and over, but the fact it's tough to be a guy. Can anybody agree to that? It's tough to be a man, a heterosexual guy these days.
Yeah.
How tough is that?
Real.
I mean, it's tough, but you can't even admit to certain things because whoa, man, you can't do that. You can't do that, man. That's not cool. You shouldn't be that way because you shouldn't do that. So it's all right. And then you put being a black man on top of it, or black kid.
Yeah.
Dude, switching up the subject. How many people out there have seen freaking that video with your boy Licious? What's the dude name? What's his boy?
Saucy Santana.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
Saucy? Yeah. So that right there. How many people love that video?
I wish we could put a link in the line so people could go see the video and then.
I don't even want to share it. I'm gonna let you know this right here. You better not look at it in public because somebody might be thinking something different. If you look at that video right now in public and somebody look over your shoulder, oh, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Seeing that grown man twerking on you, twerking and stuff.
With a beard, a full beard. I can't even grow a beard.
So with that going on, with that stuff going on, that stigma going on, it would be tough for the fact that so think about the Boy Scouts of America actually going to the inner city though.
Yeah.
The stigma already with the inner city itself. You know, if it's safe or not.
Yeah.
And then you got how many people actually gonna be into being a part of Boy Scouts. So with that being tough, I mean, that's gonna be a tough thing. They have a situation where people getting touched on and all that is happening. So I'm quite sure that's why they're going through financial trouble. But the Girl Scouts could break them off a little bit, let them get a couple dollars.
$700 million annually off of cookies is wild.
And find out where the money going will be important to know too, because that's just off cookies itself. That lets you know diabetes at its highest right now.
Yeah. How many grams of sugar or pounds of sugar they selling?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, how many pounds? How they got the high sugar?
Yeah.
How many grams of sugar you think 2 cookies? In the whatever your favorite one would be. A day's worth.
Yeah. Everybody like the thin mints. Everybody like the thin mints. I'm the peanut butter type of guy.
Mm-hmm. So you like that the Dodos? What was that? What is that? I can't remember exactly what the name of it.
Brittany Hernandez, Wayne's sister said, she said, I Googled Saucy Santana. I can't unsee this now. That's disrespect.
Yeah, exactly. Look, hey, somebody call in and get up on this thing and give us your thoughts on the Saucy Santana. How far did you make it? I only made it maybe 13 seconds.
The number up on the thing. Tell.
Yes, the numbers in the description. 615-748-9438. 615-748-9438. But remember, you got to hit the cash app though. We got to start it early. Gotta look, cause I remember we said we're gonna do it first. We're gonna say, hey man, we're gonna get on this thing, just let people just start calling and do what they do, and then we try to come back later on when we, start popping more and to say, hey y'all, we gotta charge, you gotta put $5 minimum to get on the cash out.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you a couple minutes, people gonna be pissed off, like, hold on, man, it's like selling mixtapes, doing it for free, and then you mad because they ain't buying your album.
Well, everybody's time is valuable. Everybody's time is worth the money.
So we're gonna make sure idea in your comments matter. So we're gonna give you the stage.
Yeah. And we put it up on our platforms when we're done. But hey, at the end of the day, I got a few more topics though to talk about though. Like since we keep going. You know what I'm saying? We Tennessee brothers or whatever. We might not live in the city no more or whatever. But what you think about Dolly Parton?
I'm so glad you said that. I'm gonna say, what did Dolly Parton say? You know what? I'm gonna pull it up. No, you just wait a minute. You go ahead.
Pull it up and say the exact thing Dolly Parton was talking about. Cause that's my girl. I like Dolly Parton.
She said, y'all think y'all mothers think it's only about white lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
people be trying to misconstrue the words people be saying, or like they be speaking metaphorically. You know what I'm saying? I left a little comment somewhere and I was talking about Kaepernick. Like what Kaepernick was doing when Kaepernick was kneeling, he wasn't kneeling because of disrespecting the flag. You know what I'm saying? He was kneeling for police brutality. And at the end of the day, right when Trump announced it to the world or whatever, he just took the whole thing and flipped it around or whatever. Trump said that Colin Kaepernick is disrespecting the flag, and then that's what it was based around. It wasn't based on what the original, you know what I'm saying, thing was about.
Well, let's go ahead and see what Dolly had to say right quick.
Everybody needs to express themselves however they feel they have to. I'm not out. Like I said, I'm not out here to tell you what to do. I don't want you to tell me what to do, but I just do what my heart tells me to do. I ask God to direct me and lead me. And if I've got his direction, I don't have to worry too much about anything else. But I do understand people having to make themselves known and felt and seen. And of course, Black Lives Matter. Do we think our little white asses are the only ones that matter?
Go ahead. Hold on. Take it back. What did Dolly just say? Let me take it back.
Everybody made themselves known and felt and seen. And of course, Black Lives Matter. Do we think our little white asses are the only ones that matter? No. Everybody matters.
Well, there you have it. There you have it, folks. Country music finest. And them folks from Knoxville pissed. I'm cop picking pissed. I'm freaking upset. What you say? What they say? You need to let's see what some people done responded. How did folks respond to that, Trevor? Did some folks actually say, let's see what she's saying, but we don't support her no more?
Yeah. I love Dolly though.
Dolly went in on him.
Yeah.
Dolly went in on him and said, do you think our little white butts on thing that matters?
Yeah. And at the end of the day, like they trying to misconstrue what Dolly was saying. They saying that Dolly is supportive of the Black Lives Matter organization. She said the lives matter, the life.
We discussed that last
matter.
time. We discussed that last time. Remember we said to understand the difference between the Black Lives Matter as an expression or Black Lives Matter as a movement is two different things to me.
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter as an expression is the fact of saying that, hey, it's important. Like she was mentioning on that. Black lives matter at this point. That's the most important thing at this time, to show that that's the one thing that Corona done, and it brought awareness to everything. There was nothing going on where you could miss it. Now, Black Lives Matter as a movement, I don't even agree with myself personally. Because the fact is, if you go read their What We're About page, it's basically talking about everything but the black male, except for getting killed. So if you're trying to extract the black male from the family value, the family structure, which we're already been abstracted from that in the natural and out here in the regular world. So in the Black Lives movement, we can't even find no room in there. We stuck. And that's when you get people like Saucy Santana.
Yeah. Ooh.
If you got an example, no, but there's no hate on nobody. That's not giving no hate on anything. Look, if you got an example of what a male figure would look like to you personally, just like you see a female figure, two to big mamas and women. When I worked at the Boys and Girls Club at Lower Chancellor, when I worked there, Miss Loretta used to be there, who now big time in Boys and Girls Club. She would come in there and yell and sit everybody down, and everybody listen, because we're used to seeing a bigger stature black woman tell us what to do, because it's like her mom. But when you got a black male trying to tell you what to do, the first thing those kids said is, "You're not my daddy."
Yeah.
You're not my daddy. You can't tell me what to do. So now we got to fight against that. But see, they didn't see no example of any structure in their household or even outside their household that may be close to them. If you know, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone that's listening right now, please chime in on that. Yeah. I love to hear what you got to say about that. You follow what I'm saying? But I think it's a good example of having a male figure in some type of accessibility where you can actually see, okay, that's what that looked like. So you can actually understand the gender itself. You can choose what you're going to choose. You follow what I'm saying? You can choose whatever direction you want to go, but you're going to know what it looked like. Yeah. If you got that figure around you. That's just like when it comes down to the spiritual sense of what God looked like, what God is like to people. So like, it's easier to me, it seems like it's easier for like myself, an inner city kid, someone from that's not used to seeing a father. Because guess what? They say God may not be there, but he's always on time. He may not be there when you want, but he's always on time. Look, I always wanted my daddy to come around. Yeah. You know, so I always want, so I can actually have that hope. I can believe and hope that he might not come right now, but he's always there. Man, I got a daddy. But say if you're a guy that has a daddy in your life your whole life, and say that person dies. You know, so that person dies now, it's like, okay, my person I believe that was actually a strong figure in my life is now gone. You're used to seeing what a father looks like. So if you're trying to believe in something you don't see, it's going to be hard for you to believe in that. I don't see that. You follow what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I heard exactly what you're saying.
So when you don't have a dad in front of you, you can easily believe it's a dad in the sky. Yeah. Somebody that believe in, that to believe in because it's something greater than you. But if you used to seeing it, that's why they can say, my dad took care of that. That's why Trump can easily not believe in, his dad took care of stuff. He can believe his dad was right there in front of him. Yeah, yeah. Put him in position of where he at today. Basically. So there it is, man. So we don't run a little rant tantrum on that part, but yeah, that, Black lives do matter. As an expression, lives do, Black lives matter. Every life matter, but right now, like I heard one guy say, all houses are important. So if you go to a place, if you go down to the neighborhood and there's one house important, all the houses are important. They're not going to drive by and pour water on all the houses when it's not on fire. It's getting that burning house out of, getting the fire out for that. Yeah. So that house right now, the blue house, the black house, that's the most important right now. Those other houses are cool right now. So the same thing with the expression. They're in a good position. We got to get this black house up to par. We got to get it to the same level that we own in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's what people they don't want, like the transition of power. I ain't racist or whatever. I always say that halfway through the podcast when I'm about to say something racist. You know what I'm better say something racist. Hey, I'm not racist. My best friend's black, man. Come on. But at the end of the day, white folks don't want to give that power up, man. They're willing to die about that power too. That's what we don't realize as black folks. Well, I think anybody want to give up. Who want to give up power, man? Power is more than money. Yeah. 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 Money don't have no value when you got people mentally stressed or mentally imprisoned. Mentally imprisoned is worse than physically being in jail. Take the mask for example, Trev. The mask situation. Mm-hmm. If you're not used to being told what to do, you can say, "Don't infringe on my rights." That's a fact. Like a suggestion. See, being from the projects, you have a choice to make. When we was growing up, you had blue and red. I guarantee you, if you ask somebody from the west side of town what their favorite color is, I bet they won't say red. You might wear red right now, blue. But I bet, but you wearing red right now. But I bet back in '90s you weren't wearing red. Nah, it was a point of my life I felt uncomfortable wearing red, and I don't even know why. But no, I do. I tell you why. Because it's been put in your mind that you got a choice to make. Yes, you have rights. And you have a choice to make, Trevor Jackson. But if you don't make the right choice, you can lose that. Yeah. That right altogether, like a life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anything that may have even went close to a red, maroon, it don't matter what it was. I just didn't put it on.
You ain't even rocking at all.
So when I lived on the east side, you didn't wear blue. Yes, you can go around and say, that's my right to wear this blue. You can't tell me what to do. This is my constitutional right. And somebody gonna say, yeah, it's your right to take it off. I'm gonna blow this, put a hole in your chest.
Over a color. That's wild to me.
Over a color. But what I'm saying is that what I'm trying to get to is that you can actually make a decision. You can negotiate in your own mind and debate back and forth. Do I want to, for the sake of actually just being able to live and see another day, I just won't put the red on. And it's been so ingrained in my mind, even then, I don't wear nothing solid red. I don't wear nothing solid blue.
And that's my color.
Navigate. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can navigate comfortably through the world.
So you can navigate comfortably. If I'm on the east side or the west side, I just didn't wear it. So you break it to the mask. People say,
and you know what's crazy? You know what's really, really crazy about that though? Like my younger years, now that I'm totally removed from that life in Tennessee or whatever, even though I love home and I appreciate home, but people that live that lifestyle think that that area is the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so small, like a small part of the planet. Like I know people heard that when I tell them that I'm from Knoxville, they say, where is that? Because they don't know. They never heard of it before. Like living here, it's people that I don't even meet people from Charlotte or whatever. Most of the people from New York or, you know what I'm saying, New Jersey,
there's no natives,
Philadelphia.
no actual natives there. What you saying? No natives.
Yeah, this is a city full of people that just came here.
Immigrants.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And people from bigger places, they never even heard of Knoxville. Knoxville, what's that? You know what I'm saying? They think
you saying Knoxville is actually Knoxville. when I said Knoxville, they said, what novel?
Because we saying KNOXPHILL.
Novel.
Knoxville.
Hey, man, where you from novel? Okay, that's it. Like Louisville.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Austin Bradley, what's good, boy? Call in, Playboy.
Call in here. Look, we want to get some ideas because look, I'm gonna break it down with this too. So before we get out though, we're gonna want to know what you guys would like to cover. So what I do for a living, I'm a mortgage loan originator. I help people get houses.
Yeah.
I'm a business owner. I got other business I actually run as well. I'm an author. I got books. I would like to be able to discuss those things with everyone that's on this page right now. Important question they may have, be willing to ask that because we're gonna get to a segment later on in this show before we head out about what's important to you. So we're gonna talk things like insurance. We're gonna talk things like the importance of estate planning. Do you even know what an estate is? Do you know what a CD is?
Yeah.
Not a compact disc. We talking about ideas right there. We're gonna discuss things. Real estate. Trevor does real estate. Marquise does real estate.
Yeah.
So we got professionals that's in here that we want to help our people out and make some things happen too. So what's the next on that deal? We got Dolly Parton out the way. What we talking about?
Okay. I don't know if you took the clip or whatever. I was asking you about the clip from Vlad, but I was tripping off Akon because I was supportive of Akon music or whatever, and Akon tripped me out recently when he said, "Black people need to get over slavery." He said black people need to get over slavery and like we don't need to have the thought process of reparations. You know what I mean? When all the other countries or whatever got reparations, not countries, but all the other nationalities or whatever races got reparations from the United States. But Akon, a black man, an African man, who took a $6 billion loan from China to build up synagogue or whatever, where he's from, he said that black people need to get over slavery. He said over here we too ingrained in slavery. We too, we think about it too much. You know what I'm saying?
He mentioned about Africans don't longer think about it. So you ready to hear it right now? Y'all ready to hear it? We're going to play it right now.
Yeah.
It's from Vlad TV right here.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. How do Senegalese really feel about slavery and what happened? Because, you know, there were a lot of very foul people involved in the slave trade. There was, of course, Europeans, you know, Jews and whites were involved, but, you know, Africans were involved in it as well. They were selling off their enemies, you know, the enemy tribes and making their money and so forth. Like, how was slavery really looked at out there?
Well, in Senegal, we've kind of overcome the thought of slavery. We don't even think about it. The only time we think about it, honestly, is when we're doing tours at Goat Island. You know, outside of that, people have lived and moved and way beyond the slavery concept and idea and mind state.
Right, because in Senegal, you actually know your history. You can trace your family back 100 generations, whatever else. You still have your names, your real names. You're not named Johnson,
and Jackson,
and Washington, and all the other slave owners that were the presidents who had slaves during that time, Jefferson,
you know,
and so forth. Yeah, but you guys actually have your history, and that was the whole thing of walking around Senegal. People just felt, it was the first time I felt Black people just felt comfortable, and with no type of disease. You know, I mean,
I think it's also the art of just letting the past go. And moving towards the future. And I think in the US, they have this stigma of just not letting go of the past and blaming the past on every mishap or, you know, disappointment. And I think as long as you hold on to that past, it's just a lot of weight that you carry with you everywhere you go. And it's hard to move forward and move fast when you got to, you know, weight on your back. You just got to let it go.
There's also been no reparations. And there's been, you know.
Yeah, but unfortunately, man, like, it's not like America is going to take the initiative to do it. I mean, otherwise they would have did it already, you know? Indians got reparations. The Jewish got reparations for Holocaust, and it wasn't even done in America.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Italians got reparations.
Italians got reparations.
Japanese.
I mean, Japanese got reparations.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's to the point now where African Americans have to really understand their worth and realize that America was never or intended to ever, you know, consult or even make up for any of that. They're not sorry. They don't care.
Yeah.
It's obvious. So do you want to stay here and continue to be treated this way, or just go back home where you're now no longer the minority? You actually are the majority and you control your destiny and your future and your land.
Yeah, no. Honestly, every Black person who has an issue.
So what's your thoughts on the trail? Pausa?
I think when he was talking about the past and the future, I think he was absolutely correct on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Slavery or whatever, it's hard for people to get over it. It's hard because we, like, the country was dealing with it for 400 years. And I equivalent things to relationships. Like, if I'm in a relationship with a woman for 5 years and I love her for real, it's gonna take me some time to get over it. You know what I mean? If I was a slave for 400 years, you ain't gonna get over slavery in 50 years. But what he's saying, though, is that we gotta let go of the past, learn to let go of the past if we wanna make things happen now and further on in the future. And I agree.
Mm-hmm. What y'all think? What comments we got on there? Somebody commenting on that. What y'all think about that? Do we need it? Do people need to get over it? Is it someone need to continue to keep visiting? Or is it a mindset thing?
Well, somebody said that's real. LaQuisha Thompson said that's real. You know what I mean? But I would like for her to go more in depth with what's real, though. You know what I'm saying?
LaQuisha, call in, man, because I want to know what your thoughts are. Lively. Because let me tell you this, I truly get where he's coming from. You know, but it's just like a relationship, man. Like you said, it's like a relationship. If you're getting abused in a relationship all the time, I remember seeing in person, you know, when I was with one of my family friends and his sister, we went to his sister's house. I was like 9 years old, and we went to Western Heights, matter of fact. And you know, we sitting there laughing and kicking and giggling and everything. Now they were grown. I was just there, just a kid that tagged along. And and her husband came in the house and just went in. So the brother that I was with, actually, you know, he's a grown man. He walked out. He said, "Troy, let's go." And I said, "Man, you know," and I walked out stunned, like, "You're not gonna do nothing?" he ended up beating your sister up. He said, Troy, we done shot this man. We done ganged him. We done beat him up. We done done all this. And she keep going back. So she keep going back and deciding to keep going back. The mental state right there basically is saying that there's nothing we're going to be able to do until she make up her mind.
Yeah.
So with that being the case, just like with the slavery situation, if we're going to continue to keep, being okay with being abused and keep bringing up the past and stuff, which is true, we're going to continue to keep getting abused about it, and that's going to ever change. And one thing I did agree with what Akon mentioned was the fact that the U.S. was not made. When you got to really think about it, it was not created for a black person in general. So when it come down, was America ever great? In their mind, say because it was made for the fact that Europeans coming up here and taking over, Spaniards coming up here and taking over. Christopher Columbus was an Italian working with Spain. He just wanted somebody to invest in his company going on this voyage. He found it on accident. So you can't be upset that nothing is set up for you. Now of course you're making things happen by trying to make the playing field a little even, but it can't. Now in Africa, of course, what he said, where you got the majority, that's where you want to go because you're the majority. But then think about it. Why would I want to go somewhere as the majority and everybody's still broke?
Except a couple of people.
Now you got areas, don't get me wrong, you got areas in the continent of Africa, there's South Africa, you got great examples of things like that, but places, but there's majority of the countries and that continent in general is looked at as like, nah, I don't want to go there. How often do you say I want to go? I mean, I want to go to Congo on a vacation, man.
I ain't never wanted to
Nobody's
go to
going there now. Did you ever want to go to South Sudan?
The only part of Africa that, well, let me not be like that, but the main part of Africa that intrigues me is Egypt. I want to go to Egypt, Cairo.
But you definitely don't want to go to Egypt, though. Besides Corona.
I want to go to Egypt.
Yeah, you want to.
I love Egypt. I want to go see. I want to see the pyramids.
You got the pyramids like that, and hopefully they keep everything restored. But when you're the majority, I'm talking about now. When you talk about the continent, I asked my wife about this the other day. We got there's the most resources, natural resources in the continent of Africa. How in the world can that not be looked at as like, hey, we got the freaking vibranium. You know what I'm saying? We are Wakanda. I don't need you to have nothing. You got to come to me and get this. But hold on, I think we got a call, babe boy.
Oh, LaQuisha said, how did she call in?
I guess it's her right now. Hold on. Who is this? We call her. Who we got on the line?
To accept, press 1.
Oh, we're gonna accept. Yeah, we're gonna accept. Who we got on the line? Welcome to the Two Brothers Podcast. Who we got on the line? Hello. Can you hear us?
Oh yeah, this is Quisha.
Oh, Quisha. She's on the phone, Quisha. Welcome to
What's
the Two
going on,
Brothers
fam?
Podcast. What you got? What you want to comment on, Quisha? I'm great. I'm so glad you
I
on.
was listening to y'all talk about abused women. I didn't quite get it as much because I was trying to get on the line, but I mean that is rough. I was an abused woman, so I mean I don't know if Trevor remembered that or I just didn't show it. But I mean that's really rough. We need help. Women need to speak out more. Since my life has changed, it's been a while. Evangelist, I always am trying to encourage women to speak up for themselves, for us to come back together as one, because we need it. Villages raise kids, and right now we broke.
To heal women. LaQuisha, are you talking about broken as people, or broken as a person, or broke like in money?
All the way around. No, not money. Broken inside, within our bodies, within our minds.
That's the truth.
People have given us so many false hope. They've told us what we can be, but then they tell us what we can't be. Nobody knows, and we just live this life like we going with no direction.
So let me ask you this, Quisha. So let me ask you this. And so, like I was telling that story about the friend of mine that when we went to his sister's house, and she was getting abused by her husband, and he walked out, and we said, and I asked him, "What are you doing? Why are you not going there and doing anything about it?" And he said that, man, we done did this to this guy, but she keep going back. Is that a mental state?
It is, because sometimes you don't see abuse as abuse. You see it as love. I was young. I seen it as love. This dude, he loving me. I mean, granted, he putting his hands on me, but yet he loving me because right after, he gonna nurture you.
Yeah.
And you know what
He
that
gonna give you everything you ask for.
And you know what that sound like, Evangelist LaQuisha? It sound like how the U.S. does black people.
Right.
And that's why, and that's what Akon talking about, getting over the fact of living in the past. It sound like compared to, because at first you don't get it when you first listen to it. What this dude talking about? But when you live in the past, continue, because what happened in the U.S. you get the nurturing of like, hey, we're gonna do this and abuse you here, abuse you there, take this right from you, take this from you, but we love you. Here goes some food stamps.
Right.
Yeah.
And we get
here go a stimulus check.
On it.
Here goes a stimulus check. It's like a crush. So what do you think we need to do? So you said we need support, but what if the person's not listening?
Well, you know what? It's all mental.
Yeah.
Me, on the spiritual level, we just have to encourage you. You got to take broken people where they at and give them a reason to push forward.
Mm-hmm.
You got to relate to them in some way so that they can rethink that this ain't right.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's all mental. Regardless of how we think or whatever, everything is put in our minds. So we're going to think it. If that's what we're taught. I just listened to a sermon by a man named Michael Todd, and he said everything is learned. The way we love, the way we act, anything we do is learned. So we have to change the learning process.
And that's what, and that's basically what would you agree, Trev? That's what Akon talking about. You need to learn of moving past that.
I agree with what everybody's saying, what you saying, what Akon saying, what LaQuisha saying also. But the only thing that I don't hear nobody saying is that time heals everything, though. I know that's just a repetitive saying, though, but it takes time for the healing period. You just got to stick it out with somebody, too, though. Or stick it out with
only if you want to be healed.
Only if you want to be healed.
Now, that's true.
Only if you want to be healed. See, there is a time. It does take time to heal. It is a process. But you got to make the first step. You have to want it. If you don't want it, it don't matter how much time you got. You ain't going to be
that's true. That's true.
Pastor, thank you so much for calling in. Thank you so much. And keep listening and tell everybody about Two Brothers.
I love this. Black men supporting black men. Do that. We're losing our strong black men to the system, to death, to just white girls. Hey, hallelujah.
What they call them, Kearns and Becky.
We need our kings.
Yeah.
We need them.
I appreciate it.
I wish everybody felt like that.
I support it, whatever.
Cool.
Whenever y'all want me to get on, just tell me. I'll come on. But
did you ask us about the insurance last time? Was that you? We're talking about life insurance?
No, first time. This is my first time.
Nah.
Well, we appreciate
I would like to know about the things. We need to teach black people credit.
Hey.
Messing it up.
Look, I got people that's ready to come on for that too. So make sure you put that in the comments because we're gonna go back through and what we're gonna discuss on that segment what's important and what's going on now for life.
Yeah.
Okay, I sure will. Thank you guys.
Hey.
Okay.
Have a blessed day, Quis.
Got our first call on the live. Two Brothers from C-Hillz live, baby.
Hey, that was family who said, that was my cousin who said, Jim and Jim, she said, that was me. Call in, cuz.
Call in then. Shoot, Jim and
Ain't
Jim.
the number down there about life insurance.
615-745-9438. And that's what we'll cover then for the day on that segment. We'll talk about life insurance. We'll talk about the importance of that estate planning and all that stuff. So what's that next one? You had another one that you asked me about. And you said, hey, man, I don't want to bring it up because I want to bring it up live so you can get the expression about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know what people are talking about when it comes time to vote. Where we going? Where they going? Oh, what you got? What you read?
So, I got a couple of them, but I don't know which one the more important one, though. But let's have a little fun, though. Let's have a little fun.
I'm about
so, as a man, or the men that's looking on, the women, what y'all think about this? Women, too. How would y'all like if a man had a whole mouthful of veneers, his hairline was pushed back when you met him, and he went and got that permanent Beijing on this thing. That permanent Beijing. Yeah, I ain't got that. I got a fro. I'm 40 with a whole fro. Thank you, Pops, for leaving me with that fro. or whatever. Or if a man got his cheeks done, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
What would you do that, fam? If your front two teeth just said "Pluka" right now, live on the show, would you go get them things replaced?
Of course, the teeth is different. The teeth, that's one thing. You know, that's the teeth is totally different from getting a whole new cheek implant.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Even but you know, it is what it is though.
So
the beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
If you went to bro and got your hair cut, and he said, Zzz, and it stayed like that, it didn't get back right. Did you go and get the permanent Beijing?
I'm just going to hit him with the baldy.
But you
I
messed
up. Look, I cut my own hair today. And I messed up. See, I learned that, you know, when it's good enough, you know, just leave it alone. Because what I did, I'm trying to go a little more crispier, and I ended up taking my little line back a little bit further right here. I almost went bald today because I messed up a little bit. But your question though is to the women though, would they like a guy? Would they like a guy with veneers and a cheek implant and a Beijing permanent Beijing? That's your question.
Cheek. So you know what I think about women? I'm gonna tell you the thing that I notice about women. The first thing that women notice, why the only one that's important to me, even though I can't grow a beard, so it'll be hard for me to go bald headed. I won't have nothing on my face. But women, the first thing they see is teeth, and then if the dude's shoes dirty. If your shoes dirty and your teeth yellow, she ain't.
They ain't going. That's the first thing they're looking at. But you know how you can grow hair on your face, what they used to say back in the day, don't you? What the old heads used to say.
What the old heads?
Get some hair on your face. I don't even want to say it out loud. I can't.
No. We
just had a preach on the show. I ain't about to do that. But they say you gotta go yum to get your goatee.
Oh,
all that. I couldn't grow a beard till I was 30.
Nah, but
I can't put until I was 30.
I can't put my face down there like that while I'm doing that. That's only for mouth. I ain't trying to grow a beard that bad.
You ain't trying to grow a beard that bad. You ain't trying to get no grocery bill. I get you. I understand. That's what they said back in the day. What the old heads say. That's how you get a goatee and some beards. So
I don't know if that's true. Yeah. Dang,
but what do they say? What are they open to it? Are they open to that?
Oh, the female saying, yeah, you need them teeth. Yeah, teeth is different. Then Cuz said, oh, yeah, I love a bald head. Then Kimberly said, no cheek implants.
So you going a permanent smile. But you're right. Yeah. I was told they look at the shoes, I thought, first before you open your mouth.
Nah, they gotta see them teeth first. Then because everybody got a clean pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a clean pair of shoes, but them teeth orange, they gold, the gums black. You know what I'm saying? It's a different thing. Yeah. My sister on her, what up, sis? Nisha. Call in and talk to her.
Got it. Okay, well, hey, I would love to hear what somebody thought is on that. What someone's saying about.
Man, they commenting on them teeth. Them teeth is
the teeth got to be on point. What did you ever talk to a dude with gold teeth in his mouth back in the day? Did his breath stink? Stink with the gold in his mouth?
Yeah, his breath stank. I used to have all kind of my breath was smelling like a Hummer exhaust.
You had the gold teeth and all that stuff. That must just smell like straight brake pads, huh?
I had every tooth was gold too. My breath smelled like a Hummer exhaust. Like,
oh God, oh wow, you knew that. So just think of what your breath smelled like with the mask on. Okay, you know that's one thing the mask gonna do. The mask gonna let you know your breath stank.
Yeah,
that's one thing the mask gonna do. You gonna like, oh my God, it's death-defying in here.
That's crazy.
What's the next topic over there before we get to the life insurance?
Okay. Let me look at something else. I got too many topics, man. I'll be, you know what I'm saying? I'll be doing my little research.
While you looking around, I had one. All right. So this, and I want to hear this. Matter of fact, I want somebody to call in on this one.
Yeah.
When posting something on social media that's personal. For example, pray for my surgery, pray for my family, pray for my spouse, or they say big day tomorrow, keep me in your prayers. Is it being nosy if I want to know what the heck you talking about? Is that being nosy when you put it out there to say, pray for me? I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you, but I'm thinking, what am I praying for?
Yeah.
And I asked my wife about that. She said, that's just being nosy. I said, but that's you being, now you put it out there that I want to know. What am I, pray for my husband. What's going on with your husband?
Yeah.
I'm going through life. Life is rough. What's going on? Pray for me. What is it? I want to know what it is. Is that being nosy? Call in and tell us. Is that being nosy?
Yeah.
Or is the person wrong for even putting it out there?
Nah, I think they're doing it for likes.
I mean, what they doing it for likes. Don't be mad if I ask you what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's rude to me.
Mm.
So is it being nosy because you want to know what are we praying for?
Nah. Found says sometimes.
Sometimes what?
I don't know. Sometimes it's been. She just put sometimes. Yeah, she said, but if we need specific prayers, I don't care to give you a reason. She said, but sometimes I think it's being nosy.
I think, I just think if you put it out there, you okay with me asking you? Yeah. That's me.
Then kids say it's not. People put it out there and claim nosy when in fact it's just them fishing for pity. Ooh.
Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
And I want to shout out to Found Jane Lawrence, Dirk Bratcher, Emma Reed, everybody that's in the live watching right now. We appreciate that.
All right, so y'all know I know y'all been seeing the Chronicles of Master P. Ooh. Have you seen the trail?
I ain't seen Master P, but I follow the story though. You know I don't be watching TV like that, man. Talk to me about it though. Tell me about what.
But
was
Master P underrated though as a businessman to you?
Man, he was
or was he right where he needed to be?
Nah, he was underrated, man. Master P, the big dog, man. He made $350 million in a year.
And you know what's crazy? That all was from 97 to 98. 23 albums dropped 1 year.
Yeah. $20 a piece, he was trapping.
And look, $20 and making 80% on the deal. So when you make 80% on every album, so when he done went platinum, triple platinum on different albums, dude, you can't beat that. So, but was he underrated as a businessman though? I think so. You know, when it come down to, because like somebody put up a post one time that said, yeah, Master P, Jay-Z, Puffy, and some other business person, I think some other business person, they said, if you got a chance to sit down with them mentored, which one would you choose? And a lot of people, of course, pick Jay-Z because he's more relevant now, I believe. But then a lot of them said Master P. And when it come down to it, dude was just going out there and getting it done.
Master P, a real hustler though, man, because if you think about what he's doing now, his son was on Nickelodeon doing shows. His son rich now. He got ramen noodles for sale, P noodles. Have you seen that?
Yeah, you got Uncle P's, you got Uncle P's pancakes, you got the wrap chips. But this is my next question though, Trev. Tell her come on in here. Man. This is my next question.
My girl wilding right now, man. She's trying to put
she's trying to show you how to get that peach fuzz on your face.
She's trying to put the TV up, fam, with no legs on it.
Oh no. And she tried to do it by herself.
Yeah. I can't
look, so
deal right there.
Look, you can't do it. Tell her to wait till you get done. Don't be impatient. We're almost done though. This is my next thing though, Trill. Who was your favorite actual No Limit artist though? Somebody chime in on that. Who was y'all's favorite No Limit artist?
Man, them No Limit boys couldn't wrap a Christmas present, fam.
Yeah. They had some folks that can blow. Who was your favorite artist on No Limit though? He showed she better drop that TV on her face. That's why you looking like she better drop the TV.
Nah, I'm about to say something crazy about the No Limit thing, cause I didn't like none of them dudes as rappers. The main person who deserved all the credit for No Limit is Beats by the Pound, the producer. He produced every beat on every album. Know what I'm saying?
I hear you now, but the TV, I think she messed up the signal by moving that TV.
Oh, nah. Yeah, something happening. Oh, my boy John McKnight said Mr. Magic. Is Mr. Magic still alive?
Now he dead.
Yeah, half of them boys
He died.
probably dead.
But my guy, believe it or not, was C-Murder. And then you had Mac. But then of course you had Master P. I mean, you had Miss.
Why you like all the guys that went to jail?
So they locked up. But see, that's another thing. That's a whole different mindset too. Down in, man, if you watch those chronicles, you'll see, man, certain places you are where you live, some things don't ever change, man. You go to jail for life on a hung jury. Someone calling in.
I won't even visit Louisiana because of that. Shonda, what it do? We need you on the show.
What we got? You there? Two brothers.
Yeah. What's up now? How you doing?
What's going on, man? Thank you for calling Two Brothers. I hope it's not a client of mine on the answer the phone, the wrong number.
No, it's Lex Calls.
Uh-oh, Lex.
Oh, what's going on, Lex?
Where's
Just chilling. Just chilling, my brother on the show.
Let me tell you something about Master P.
Okay.
Tell me.
See what happened. What happened with Master P is Master P utilized his album sales to develop multiple streams of income. Okay, it's the same thing that Rick Ross is doing right now. So you get somebody that a lot of times you see rappers now, you see them buying Lamborghini and a Philippe watch, and they're blowing their budget money. So like with the pandemic, when the pandemic hit, these guys are right here blowing this money because they thought that show money was going to come back. They find themselves in difficult financial situations because they thought they were spending money before they got it.
Yeah. So that's why your guy is saying being recession proof.
Yeah, well, Master P, when the crap hits the fan, and you're able to go to your house and stay, well, I was over King, T.I. Stone's tour, and it's all that stock, 50, 25 between 25 and 50 days cancel, right? So I've been at the house growing, planting my garden, doing stuff like that. But see, what it is Master P developed multiple streams of income. So, not only is he with the music stop, then he's making money off of DVD sales. He's making money off of television deals. He's making money off of, products to the public.
Shoes, liquor, noodles,
drop shipping,
movies,
manufacturing.
Yeah. But let me ask you this, so he mentioned, he mentioned something about, people always say, don't just do one thing, just do one thing. He said he's not believing.
Oh, we froze up. Froze, man.
And I'm,
it's just like, the people I work with T.I. and Tamika, and I'm around all the time, that I work with, they have streams of income, just like Candy from Escape. She's got that lingerie line that made more money for her than anything she's ever done.
Mm-hmm.
It's a internet-based lingerie
the Candy code
service, and then Tamika's got she's into vodka and a whole bunch of she's got a juice bar down there near where she lives at her house. She's got they're into different things. T.I. got the movies and movies. He does movie contracts and things like that. But see what happens is a lot of the artists now, or a lot of people that haven't gotten on or ever been signed to a deal or any situation like that, they don't understand that money they're given on a record deal is a loan, and you have to sell records to pay that back before you actually start making income of yourself. You got to go back into the blacks and the red in the deal with the record company.
Mm-hmm.
And they want their money on top of it.
Yeah. So, but if you do it independently with a distributor, with an 80-20 split, like Master P did, then you can control your sales and your marketing and how much you spend on that. Then you can automatically be in the off of the first 20,000, 30,000 CDs you sell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, he dropping knowledge out here.
Oh yeah, he getting plenty of game. He let them know.
Well, I mean, people don't think like that now. What they think is when they get a record deal, they're on and they're rich.
You know,
and that's not. Yeah, that's not how it works. And then see another thing you were talking about earlier. You were talking about the pandemic stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. With this pandemic now, as far as the money that was distributed to people, you know, France has given out as much as $30,000 a year to their people and people without business licenses in order to keep people in the house to get control of this pandemic.
Yeah.
So, you know, that pandemic it's not political, it's not racial, and it's out there. And if you get it, if you have the wrong kind of enzyme in your blood, if you're medicated for, say, high blood pressure,
mm-hmm.
you have chronic high blood pressure, then you have too much of the certain enzyme in your body. Your body's creating too much of it. COVID-19 reacts with that enzyme, and it acts like it causes you to have sickle cell and pneumonia, bilateral pneumonia, and all that at the same time.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this before you head off: are you wearing a mask or you not wearing a mask?
I definitely wear a mask. You're crazy if you don't.
Uh-oh.
Because that's like
shots
rolling
fired.
Dice. It's like rolling dice.
Shots fired. He ain't out here uncovered. He
got
it.
No, it's rolling. You rolling dice. And then with the treatment of black people in the hospitals and the medical community, we're not even a liability to them. So if you get sick and you go into the hospital, do you think that you'll be first in line to get put on a ventilator?
Oh,
uh-oh.
Okay, I got a question to ask. I got a question to ask you though, Lex. Do you think the mask really protecting us from the virus? Cause the mask ain't even protecting us from a good fart. You know what I'm saying? Somebody eat some beans and something, they poop. I can smell them from across the street. And that virus killing people.
Uh-oh. Get it, Lex.
You know
what you got?
Well, okay. Well, actually, if you do your research, molecularly, the coronavirus is somewhat larger than methane gases, which are emitted by your body.
Mm-hmm.
The methane gas is, it has a smaller molecular structure than the actual coronavirus. The coronavirus is a cellular distribution covered by a halo of points with tips on it, which inject themselves into your receptors and cause
Lex read up, ain't he? Lex read up on this thing.
That's my guy, Lex.
Oh, is Lex
so the mask
beat?
Lex, that's the man right there on the phone.
Lex, you make the beats?
Yeah, I'm a producer, yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? I got one of the beats. I want to make sure. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, never mind. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, you dove on it. He sent me some beats from 2012 that still hit.
He produced everything that I ever did almost,
I appreciate
man.
that.
Hold on, I'm going to play one of Lex beats right now before you going to go ahead and get out, but I'm going to play one of them beats. I got my favorite one, right in chump. But okay, then, Lex, man, hey, dog. Okay. Hey, look, I appreciate you calling in, man. Make sure you keep staying tuned.
Listen, let me tell you something. All I'm going to tell you guys is don't allow bad information and bad medical information that's put out by some people in the government that want you to catch this disease, let you get the disease because it's a joke until you have it. So you have to wear a mask. It's crucial that you wear a mask. It gives you a chance at least.
Yeah.
Hey,
okay.
I mean, you ain't going to go to a shootout without a bulletpress vest.
It might shoot
you
you in the head,
or you might not.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly, but the chances of you getting shot in the head are smaller than you getting hit in the chest 50 times because your head is small.
Mm-hmm. That's
why roll the dice on that?
Man, we wearing masks. I got 100 pack. I got 100 pack of masks, Lex.
Don't die. Don't die. And another thing is the coronavirus, if you get it and you don't get sick, and you're asymptomatic and you never get sick, it also causes damage to the striations in your heart muscle. So later on down the line, you might just drop like a stack of potatoes.
Dang.
Oh, man.
And then it causes kidney failure.
Lex, how you know all this stuff, man?
Well, I mean, I've been to school, but when I was 11 years old, I took an IQ test, and I tested 143 on it.
Hey.
So I just so happen to know a whole lot of stuff.
Oh, nah, Lex is smart individual,
my
man.
intelligence level when I was 11 was for a college graduate when I was 11.
Yeah.
So,
hey, man,
but what I want people to realize is don't allow people with bad information to get you killed.
Appreciate that,
That's
Lex.
right.
Hey, Lex, thank you, man. My guy.
All right, I'll be calling you back.
Cool.
Hey, Trevor, call me later.
All right, I'll holler at you. Take it easy, fam. Gia.
That's my guy, Lex. Hey, Lex the one. So he the one make the beats.
Oh yeah, Lex got plenty of production. He done made tracks for Tip. You know, he hang out with Tip. He just said it. You know what I'm saying? Ross, all them, man.
Expeditionally on here, then. We need to get expeditionally on here, man.
Oh. That's what's up, man.
Look, we don't want to hold it up too long, man. So look, we're gonna go ahead. I mean, he done dropped some knowledge. Let's talk about this importance of life insurance real quick, unless you had something that you want to drop fast, or someone put something.
Nah. I'm good. That's your topic. I want
go ahead.
Started. Oh, you got another caller? Uh-oh. Fam got the big business on the line. I see you, big business. I mean, hold something. For real. Hey, I want to tell people though.
Had to drop that in there right quick.
Oh, I seen the big business on the line now. Big business. But let's finish it off, fam. We already got an hour, 10 minutes in. So we're gonna talk about the life insurance and the remember when. And then next Saturday we be back again. You know what I'm talking about?
Own it. So is there anybody in the comment they had a question in regards to life insurance? So you got term life, you got whole life, things of that sense, you know, in regards to that aspect of it. But the importance, you know, so you know how you see people always talking about GoFundMe, right? Something would happen to somebody. They say, hey man, so-and-so hurt or someone passed away. We doing the GoFundMe. Nothing wrong with that. But it's so much better if you're able to set your family up when you are not here. With something that even as minimum as burial insurance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because burial just cover at least when you pass away, you got something that somebody can actually bury you with, or cremate, and maybe leave your kids a little something.
Yeah.
To take care of you. Or, you know, you get term insurance. That's very inexpensive. Term insurance is inexpensive thing to get. More than likely, it may end up, depending on what type of term insurance term life you get. You know, you can get a large, you know, for a small amount, you get a large death benefit.
Yeah.
You know, so where at least where it can cover your bills. Because what happened is when you pass away, even though you still got bills you got to pay?
Yeah.
Do you know you still, even when you pass away, you still got bills?
And then if you don't pay those bills, or if those bills, you're not able to pay those bills, you leave them on someone else, especially if you're married or, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Those bills become someone else's debt to inherit.
Right. So then they come to get, if you own a home, they come to get that house. They put a lien on the house. Your family, now you're leaving. So even when you're gone, you're still leaving people with bad or good.
Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah. Now, I was laughing at my boy in the comment section. He heard me say, no, I'm talking about. And he put it in the comment section, no, I'm talking about, because I always say that around him or whatever.
Look at that.
They ain't used to that
around showing love.
They ain't used to that Tennessee slang like that, fam. That know I'm talking about. It's just one word. Most people say, know what I'm talking about. I can't say that.
You can't do it. Take too long. No, I'm talking about much easier. So what question does anyone have? Does anyone have any idea or any, not idea, but any question about life insurance in general? Call in.
Yeah, leave it. Call in or leave that in the comment.
And and we at least we'll be able to learn, because we talking about estate plan. Estate plan is just talking about your life affairs in one spot, being able to take care of that stuff, to get it knocked out, to get things worked on. So when you're not here, your family be left something.
Yeah. And Fam said at least burial insurance. She said she agreed, at least burial insurance or last wishes insurance. That's what she said in the comment section. Because you don't want to leave people with debt.
Right. Especially when you you pass off. Even I think even cremation costs like $1,400
or more.
So you walk out, just to get burned and get your ashes put in the urn or a cup, you got to pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
So at least burial insurance will be able to help that out when you were to pass on and do something.
Yeah.
And also, man, if you have not done it, go get a will created. Have you ever been to the emergency room or been to the doctor and they say, do you have a will in place? Living will, last will.
Yeah.
Living will is what's going on with you. If you were to be going through surgery and something were to happen, you got some things in place for you just in case you can't make decisions. Your last will is what actually, when you're gone, that's what's going to be taken for as the last word.
Yeah. Living will and last will. Go get you one created. ASAP. No, I got mine. And one person getting everything.
There it is. See, at least you want to let people know so nobody won't come back arguing, talking about that was my cousin. Well, you're not in the will. And this is what so-and-so last wishes were.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So get those things taken care of. Get those couple of things, affairs in order so you don't have to worry about putting the burden on somebody else.
And what is this segment called again? This is a new segment.
Yeah.
To the show.
Keys to life.
Keys to life.
Keys to life.
Keys to life segment.
Right, getting a major key alert. Major key alert.
Major key alert. We're gonna have to get Khaled sample him saying major key alert before we.
I don't want to sample. I don't want to get sued by nobody. We'll ask Lex if we can. Lex might have an idea of get him to sign us something. Get Khaled to sign so let him know it's okay.
Oh yeah. Call Khaled for us, Lex. You know what I'm saying?
Now the last thing we got is called the Remember When. I mean, some of y'all may know about the Remember When. That's basically just saying, just bringing up old reminisce times about. Do you remember this happened? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember when before the pool was behind C-Hillz? That's Remember When. Do you remember Chris Wiley coming up there and dunking on folk?
Oh yeah.
You remember when Dominique used to come up there? The girl Dominique used to come up there and cross somebody over. Only female in the projects up there doing it. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Remember when?
Brittany said, Brittany Hernandez, do you remember when you get dunked on the lockers? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So if you're in the comment section right now or you want to call in and tell us something that you remember, we got to make it short though if you call in because we've been over our time a little bit. We're enjoying ourselves today. But if you remember, leave in the comments something you remember and we're going to shout you out. And Troy gonna start it off this week.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right here, because y'all remember when? Do you remember this though? ABA up down start select. What was that for?
Ooh,
the blood code and the cheat code on the Mortal Kombat. You remember that? ABA up down select all that stuff. You remember those? Putting them codes in, boy. Blowing in the cartridge just a little bit to just slightly put it in the top to make sure it worked good. You remember that?
Now I got something I remember that, and you needed that code if you want to even compete because everybody had it.
Yeah, everybody had a code. You got the blood code. You got all that stuff going on.
Now I got something I want to know if you remember. Do you remember the arcade next to Marky Mark's in the Ville? In the Ville.
I don't arcade. I remember Marky Mark, but the arcade was right. I remember it was one inside of Kelly's.
It was. I think it was one in Kelly's. Yeah.
It was one in Kelly. People used to come down there and play Mortal Kombat. That's Combat. That's when I used to live in the Ville.
Yeah.
So I remember Kelly's had that. But I didn't know they had an arcade by itself or standalone though.
Now they had a standalone arcade, and it was next to Marky Mark's. Everybody got to remember Marky Mark's in the Ville that had the bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. I might not eat those things no more though, but the bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich was flames coming in the morning from.
Hey, what's your boy that had the old UT jersey on with the old jersey like he played the old UT jersey? What's the name of that restaurant you was talking about? The double cheeseburger?
Oh, that's a remember when. Y'all remember when Lil G did the commercial in the hood about the super burger with cheese from C. McD's? Now that's a good remember.
Who remember C. McD's though?
No, they closed down.
But this is my last one. Do you remember when you had your first Central Park with the freezer seasoned fries?
Ooh, the first
Central
place
Park
that
was
had
down before Checkers. Yeah, before Checkers, before all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
We used to get out of school, go to Central Park, get a 6-piece nugget, some seasoned fries, and they're the first people with the cherry lemonade. You ain't even spend $5. And Central, hey, you in the comments, you in Knoxville, Central Park still on Western Avenue.
Is it? Yeah, is it still on Western Avenue next to Wendy's?
They probably still making a bankroll. They probably still up next to Wendy's and it's next to Taco Bell.
That's next to
Taco
Hey,
Bell.
do you remember when we used to go to Blockbuster though? And get movies from Blockbuster.
Hey, see, I was about to say that. I was about to say that. You thought of that because of Central Park. Right,
yeah, I sure did. Right next to it. Yeah, exactly. It was Blockbuster. See?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
See? So that's what the remember when talking about, man. Just bringing up those memorable moments, man, where you can be like, man, I remember that. Yeah, that was too. Like you mentioned, I didn't even know C-Hillz had this before I got there though. When it had, you said you could be able to see before they put the bricks up in front of the. Did you say that you could look at?
Yeah, in front of the building, it used to have bricks in front of the building where you could get shade.
Where you could see through it.
You could sit on the steps and you could sit on steps and look through the.
I seen that, but you said something there different. So I was there when that was there.
Yeah, see, that was when we was in the hood. You know what I mean? The hood don't even got bricks on the front of the buildings no more. Right when you walk out, you just right there at the street. The bricks gone. They tore the bricks down.
What?
Yeah, the bricks gone.
I gotta check it out now. So there's no rails or nothing.
No, it's rails, but I'm talking about the bricks on the front. I remember a picture of the front.
Okay, send me a picture of it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, then.
Okay. One more remember when, and we out for the night, man. And I need to see if anybody else said they got a. Oh, they said we still got a Central Park. Yeah, Central Park on West Avenue. Lex said the burgers look like plates at Central Park back in the day.
So my question is, would you eat there now, though? Would you still eat at Central Park? I wonder how dirty it looked. I wonder how bad it looked, man.
Yeah.
You said the burger looked like a plate.
Yeah. Oh, I done forgot my remember when. Dang.
Miss all good. But look, y'all, we appreciate y'all tuning in with us tonight. Today, we have a good time. We laughing, you know what I'm saying, having a good time as the Reverend Doctor that came on. What was it? I can't remember. LaQuisha. Saying kings represent kings, man. We represent each other, encourage each other, man. So hey, let's keep growing. What you got, Trev, for to lead us out?
Hey, peace, love, plenty abundance. Keep tuning in to the show. We appreciate the love and the support. Back next Saturday. And this show, if you missed it, if any of your friends, you want them to see it and they missed it, it'll be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or our personal YouTube channel. And we're going to put it up on Facebook right after this. We're going to save it to Facebook. Hey, y'all have a blessed night.
Bad is.
Yeah.
Making it back. I know that they at the crib going crazy down bad. What they had didn't last.